What's good, Melanin Warriors, and welcome to another episode of the Melanin Warriorz Podcast, where we bring you the untold stories, the hidden giants, and the ancestors whose fire still shapes who we are today. And today we're diving into the life of a man who doesn't get nearly enough credit for what he tried to do for Africa. A man who rose from nothing, unified a broken nation, stood toe-to-toe with world powers, and never bowed to anybody. I'm talking about Emperor Tewodros II of Ethiopia. Let's get it, man. Let's go.
Stand for something, you gonna fall for anything. Melanin Warriorz. Let's go. M-E-L-A-N-I-N
Warriors.
M-E-L-A-N-I-N
Warriors.
M-E-L-A-N-I-N
Warriors.
M-E-L-A-N-I-N
Melanin Warriors.
Melanin Warriors. I shade all my kings and queens. Melanin Warriors. Either you stand for something or fall for anything.
Now imagine Ethiopia in the mid-1800s. The land is divided, warlords running their own territories, constant conflict, no unity, no central authority. But out of the chaos comes a young man named Kassa Hailu, not born royal, not groomed for a throne, but driven by something bigger than circumstance. This brother fought his way through the ranks with brilliance, strategy, and raw determination. He defeated rival rulers one by one, and when the dust settled, he crowned himself Emperor Tewodros II, a name tied to prophecy and destiny. He didn't inherit power, he claimed it. But here's what made him different. Tewodros wasn't content with just sitting on the throne. He had a vision. While Europe was industrializing and building modern armies, he asked himself, why not Ethiopia? So he went to work. He modernized the military. He tried to reform the government. He pushed to reduce corruption, break the power of regional lords, and centralize the nation under one strong leadership. He even set up workshops to build cannons. One of them, the Sebastopol, was so massive it took thousands of people just to move it. That's how far ahead he was thinking. But Tewodros II was also intense, fiery, and unapologetically passionate. He was brilliant, but he could also be explosive. He demanded loyalty, he demanded respect, and he demanded that his vision be taken seriously. That intensity pushed some allies away. And when he felt ignored by Queen Victoria after reaching out to her for support, he took it personally. He imprisoned British missionaries and diplomats, and that set off a chain reaction that would change everything. British responded with one of the largest military expeditions in the 19th century. Thousands of troops, artillery, war elephants, engineers, they marched across mountains and valleys to reach his fortress at Magdala. This wasn't a fair fight. This wasn't nation versus nation. This was Ethiopia against an industrial superpower. But Tewodros didn't run. He didn't hide. And most importantly, he didn't surrender. When defeat became unavoidable, he chose to leave this world on his own terms. He took a pistol ironically gifted to him by Queen Victoria years earlier and ended his own life rather than kneel before anyone. That fact, whether people see it as tragic or heroic, was pure defiance, pure sovereignty, a declaration that no empire would ever break. And that's why Tewodros II still matters. He unified Ethiopia when it was falling apart. He tried to modernize Africa before European colonizers could sink their claws in deeper. He challenged global powers without fear, and he became a symbol of resilience, of resistance, and of African leadership with backbone. His life reminds us that greatness doesn't need perfect conditions. Greatness doesn't wait for permission. Greatness rises, even from struggle, even from nothing. And his fire still echoes today in every African nation that refuses to be conquered, in every person who stands firm in who they are, and in every one of us who carry that warrior spirit. So y'all, thank y'all for tapping in with me on this one, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, share button, man. Check us out, Melanin Warriorz Podcast. We back. You know, the holidays is coming up next week, so I may or may not have an episode out, man. I'm going to try to see what I can do. But until the next episode, in that my people, I shake
Something you gonna fall for anything. Melanin Warriors. Let's go. M-E-L-A-N-I-N
Warriors.
M-E-L-A-N-I-N
Warriors.
M-E-L-A-N-I-N
Warriors.
M-E-L-A-N-I-N
Melanin Warriors.
Melanin Warriors.